network. So network basically is a connection of series of network is the connection of series of interrelated activities, right? Okay, interrelated activities that are connected with the purpose of achieving a specified activity. So this is how a network is. So first of all, before you can have a network, those activities must be interrelated. So when you try to connect a series of interrelated activities together for the purpose of achieving a specified objective or goal, that is what network is all about. E.g., if you want to build a house now, in building a house, there are some activities that are involved, right? Some activities can run concurrently, while some activity have to wait for the others to before you can start the other one. For example, you cannot start doing your block work without your foundation. You must first complete your foundation. It is when your foundation is completed, that is when you can start doing your block work. Okay, you cannot also jump from foundation and start doing linted, right? You must first complete your foundation, block work, then you move on to linted. Or the same way, you cannot just say after you have done your foundation, you have done your block work, you want to jump to POP without you doing roofing. So it's not possible. So you must first complete a task before moving on to next task. So when you are now trying to connect those sets of interrelated activities together for the purpose of achieving a certain objective, that is exactly what network is all about. So when you try to connect series of interrelated activities together, that is what network is all about. So there are some concepts that we're going to look into other network. The first one is activities. So what is activities? Activities, right? So what is activities? So when we talk about activities, right? So this is a task or job or work which takes time and resources, right? So this is a task or job which consume times time and resources. So anything, any activity that consumes time and resources, they fall under what? Activity. So it is basically a task or a job that contains what? Resources and time. So for example, now when constructing a house now, doing your foundation is an activity because it consumes your time and what? Resources. Doing your block work is an activity. So activity is usually denoted by this sign. Okay. When you see something like this is what is known as what? Activity. So your activities have a tail. A tail is the beginning point, while this head is the ending. So when you have something like this, which denotes your activity, this tail is the beginning of a task. That's the beginning of your what? Your activity. So all your activity always begin from a tail. So the tail signifies the beginning of an activity. Why this end here, the end here signifies the end of a task or activities. So when you are to define activity, just says that activity simply means it is a task or job which consumes time and resources. That is what activity is all about. So the second concept that I would like to explain is known as events. Okay, is known as what? Events. So after we have defined activities, let's define an event. So this event basically denotes the start or finish of an activity. So it signifies signifies the start or finish of an activity. So that is what is known as event. So it shows that something has started or something has ended. So your event is always denoted by a cycle. Okay. Your event is always denoted by a what? A cycle. So it signifies the start or the end of an activity. Sorry, guys, I hope I am not alone. Are you guys following, please? Hello, are you following me? I hope I'm not alone. I need a confirmation from one person.
We are together.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So when we talk about events, so events signify the beginning or the end of an activity. So the third one is known as a dummy. Dummy is actually, it is a dummy because it is called dummy because it is very useless. Yeah, it is called dummy, but because it's very, very useless. So it is dummy is an activity, right? Don't get it wrong. It is an activity, but it does not consume time or resources at all. Okay, it is an activity that does not consume time or resources. That is why I said it is very useless. It is an activity that does not consume time or resources. So it is basically used so that you don't violate the rule of networking. It is basically used so that the rule of network analysis is not violated. So you use your dummy just because you don't want to violate something. Now, let me give you an example. Now, we have an activity, we have a preceding activity. Okay, please, if I am too fast, let me know. That is why I'm also recording because I want to try and cover as much as possible. Today, what I want to do today is just to show us how to draw. Okay, all the calculation, those ones are very simple, but you must first know how to draw because if you draw rubbish, your calculation too is rubbish. So first, I want to focus basically tonight on how to draw alone. So let's say I have activity A, I have activity B, I have activity C. Now the rule now says that activity A starts from the origin. Okay, that meaning it has 0. Then activity B start from activity B start from sorry, A, B, then C now start from, how can I explain this? Activity B start from A, right? Then activity C also start from A and C or thereabouts. Or what's the best way? If A, B, then C, okay, I'm trying to pick up a way of explaining dummy. I want to give a scenario that where the rule of dummy will be violated. So activity A is from the origin, it goes on its own. Then activity B start from A. Let's say activity C also start from the same A. Okay, so activity C. So let's try and draw this one now. Let's draw this now. We are just practicing. So I pray I get it. Now, this is my origin. Okay. Now, activity A start from origin. Okay. So this is my activity A. Do you understand? Then activity B. This is my A. Are you with me? This is my A. Then activity B start from A. So that means I'll have my activity B here. Okay. So this is my activity B. So let's now say that my activity C starts from A, B. Yeah, I got it now. So let's say activity C starts from A, B. Now, so look at this scenario right now. If your activity C, start from A, B. So what you will eventually do is that you might want to draw something like this. Okay, you might want to do something like this and call it activity what C. But when you have something like this, you cannot have a network like this because it has violated the principle, one of the rule of networking. I will explain that rule now. It has violated it. So what you will now do instead is that because you don't want this to happen, then you have to now do a dummy, right? You have to do a dummy. So this is how a dummy looks like. A dummy is like this. Okay, you do a dummy that will now contain your new activity what C. So this is basically what I'm trying to explain about dummy, but I will explain it more in detail. So under dummy is usually used, is a very useless something because it does not consume any time or resources. And it is basically used so that you don't violate a networking, so that the network rule is not violated. So your dummy is denoted with this sign, okay, dotted line. This is how your dummy looks like. It is basically a dotted line like this. So it is similar to activity, but the only thing is that dummy is a dotted line, while activity is a very thick line. So now I've explained this. So those are the concepts that you need to understand. So the next thing I want to explain is rules. There are about 5 or 6 rules of a networking, but permit me to limit myself to what we are taught in the class. So this is an academics, not professional, but we have about 6 or 5 rules, okay, of networking. But don't let me go beyond lecturers on, because this is academics. So what does the rule number one state now? The rule number one state that there must be one starting point and one finish point. So there must be one starting, hey, there must be one starting point and one finishing point. So that is what I'm trying to type. There must be one starting point, and one finishing point. So which means that you cannot start a network from two different activity. E.g., you cannot have something like this as a starting point. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, no vessel. So we are going to draw so many things today. So you cannot have a starting point having two different activity like this. Okay, that you now have a starting point like this. It's not possible. You must own, this is not possible. So this is not possible. You can only have one starting point, and your finishing too must be one. You cannot also have a two finishing point. It's not possible in networking. You must have one starting point and one finishing point. So you cannot have a multiple starting point and multiple finish point. That violates the rule of networking. So there must be only one starting point and one finishing point. So that's the first rule that I would like to explain on networking. Now, rule number two, what do we have under rule number two? You can see I already have plenty questions here, so I can't wait to start solving those questions. Let me bring them down so I can take my rule number two here. So rule number two states that there must not be an outlier. There must not be an outlier. So an outlier is a network that is on its own, that is not joined with any of the activities. Okay, a network must be joined with an activity. There must be an entry and exit. So what I mean is this: if you are, as long as it is not the end. So a network, this is how it looks like. When you are a network now, okay, you must have an entry, something that comes in here, okay, then you must also have an exit like this, something that take you out. The only instance where a network will not have an exit is when that network is the finishing line, okay. But if you are not a finishing line, you must have an entry, you must also have an exit, because when your activity is completed, it must eventually lead to another activities. Okay, once you complete your own activity, another activity must start. The only instance where you will only have an entry and you will not have an exit is when that activity is the end, is the last activity. That's under that scenario, you will only have an entry, but you will not have an exit. So please take note of that now. So then also another rule is that if one activity does not end, another cannot commence. Okay, if one activity does not end, another activity cannot commence. So you must first finish one before you start another one. You cannot abandon one in between, then you go and start another one again. That is not part of networking rule. So first one activity must end, another activities must, then before another one can start. Then two activity cannot start from the same origin and end in the same destination. So two activities cannot start from the same origin and end in the same destination. But sometimes, if you have a networking like this that violated this rule, that is where you have to introduce your dummy. Like this one I saw here, I have to introduce. So dummy is the one that will solve this problem number D. You cannot rule it out, so it can occur very well. But once you have such challenges, then you have to now introduce what is known as your what? Your dummy. Okay. So those are the 4 rules we have in networking, ladies and gentlemen. So any question, guys? I want to draw now. So before I draw, I want to start my drawing from the simplest form, just like let me call this a network analysis for dummy. Like there is a book we call Accounting for Dummy, IFRS for Dummy. So I want to draw, assuming you guys have zero knowledge of the drawing. So please permit me, because I'll be very elementary in my drawing. So if you have any question, kindly ask now before I start the drawing. if you have any questions, so any questions for me, please. I've done the theory. Next is for us to start drawing. Any questions, please? It seems we have a full house today. So any question going. So finally, it is gone. It seems we have an auditor here. Who is audit here? Audit, speak up. Oh. Are you auditing us? We have somebody whose name is audit here. Who is the auditor? Audit, speak. Oh. I saw someone's name as audit here. Hello? Hello, audit, speak now. I can't hear you. Speak up. Let me assume you can hear me. I guess you are using your office ID. So that's fine. That's fine. You are welcome. Definitely you are one of us, right? So this is not a secret cult. It's open to everyone. Okay. So let's draw this now. So now, if you want to draw now, you normally draw your network from left to right, okay? You draw your network from left to right. So first, I know this is what we want to do. We want to draw the network. Let me first of all take them down so that you can see this and what I'm drawing. So you start from left to right. So now, so then don't always start drawing at the top of your answers, at the top of your sheet. You should try and center it. So like now, if I want to start this drawing now, so I will just put my commencement here now, okay, for example. So now, the first activity I have here is A. The preceding activity is 0. So what that implies is that the preceding activity is just the beginning, Abi, and my first activity is A. A, come now. Okay, so my first activity, wait, why is my pen not selecting? Just hold on. So my first activity is this. So A is my first activity. So I will just draw A here. Okay, I will draw A. So I have it open like this. So this is known as what? A, because A is coming from where? A is coming from origin. Then B is starting from A. C is also starting from A, and D is also starting from A. So this A here now gave birth to how many children? 3 children, Abi. Please, you can unmute, so don't let me be the only one talking to myself like this. So this is B, okay? Please, if you are in any quiet place, unmute and let's do it together. Then C is also from A. Hello, guys. I need at least one person to unmute so that it don't look as if I'm on my own. Who wants to unmute and speak with me, please? C. Then we also
You're
have
doing well, sir.
D. Thank you, bro. Our econometric organ, D. So you can see, because both B, C, D, they are all from the same person. Now look at E. Where is E coming from? B. So B gave birth to what? E, activity E. So you just come here like this. Okay. You form your activity what? E. Because E is from B, so you have your E here. Okay, now F is coming from where? C. F is coming from C. This is my C. So I will come here, form my what? F. Oh, we made a mistake. I should be inputting the time. So like now, A is 5. I'm supposed to put 5 here. Okay, B is what? 4. I'm supposed to put 4 here. Okay, then C is what? 5. You put 5 here. Then D is what? 3. You should put 3 here. Then E is 5. You should put 5 here. Then F is what? 6. You should put 6 here. Then okay, G is also from D. So here you have G. This is G. So how many minutes is G? G is what? 7. Now, they now said that, so see, they now said that EFG gave birth to what? H. EFG gave birth to H. So my H will be here. So I will have E. I will have F. Then I will have this. They gave birth to H. Wait, so am I correct with the way I drew this? I think something is wrong, Abby. EFG.
Yes, that's F. That F
Won't
is
you need to
supposed to
meet
end
dummy?
where
No,
E
they're supposed to
ends.
meet, Abby. No, something is wrong. Just
Yes,
a
that's what
minute.
it is.
Something is wrong. Yeah. I realize something is wrong. Let me just give me a few seconds. Oh, where is this? Oh, okay, just give me a few. We're all learning this thing. Something is wrong. I know that ending point shouldn't be like that.
Can you go back to that page again?
No, just a few minutes, bro. 1 minute. Yeah. Can you view my screen? Hello. Can you view my screen?
Yes, you can see your phone. Yes, yes.
Yeah. This is how this is the drawing.
So all the
Can you
three of
see
them
it
are
drawing?
supposed to meet at a point.
E, F, G. All of them should meet, not separately. Do you understand, Abby? E, F, G
Yes.
should meet at a point. Then all of them will now give birth to H. So all this drawing that I've done here now, it is beans. Thank God, though. So
No, you
that we
see
don't make
correct now.
this
You
mistake.
just extend you
No.
extend it,
All
Abby.
of no, not extending it. I understand where the mistake is now. E, F, G. All of them supposed to. Sorry, love, just for a minute. So I hope we are learning, Sha. This is a mistake, so it's good that we are all learning now. We can correct ourselves. EFG should meet at a center point. Then they will now give birth to H. So that's where we'll mix it. Okay, so now let's do it now. Let's do it. So A, B, C, D. Now, so E, F, G. Look at E. The preceding activity for E is B, Abi. Then E finally end with F and G. So if we are drawing E, we will say E will come like this. E. Okay. Then what about F? Preceding activity for F is C, Abi. And F also is with G. So you have your F here, E, F. E, F. This is our E. Then our G also comes here. G. Okay. So these three networks now give birth to a new one called H. So that is it. So this is how it should be. It gave birth to H. It gave birth to H. So just check now. So this is exactly how it was drawn. Okay. Any questions, please, on this one? This is just a simple drawing. I have more complicated one that we're going to draw together now. Any question on this one, please? Or should I just re-explain it again? Hello, should we take it again and explain it again, please, before I move on?
I think
Okay, let me
it
just,
is explanatory enough.
it is very okay, Abby. Thank you. Thank you. So your A is from the origin. So this is your A. Then your B is from A. Your C is from A. And your D is from A. So we have to draw those ones separately because they don't have any joint preceding activities. Why EFG were merged together is because EFG, you can see EFG here, all of them are jointly combined with H. They are all combined with H. That was why we merged the three of them together here, because these three of them must give birth to what? To H, combined together. EFG combined, we must give birth to what? to H. So that is it. So let me stop here. So all these calculation of forward part, backward part, let's forget them for now. Maybe in the next class, we'll focus more on that. So I just want to teach us how to draw network alone, how to draw the diagram alone. So that is my focus for tonight. So if this one is clear, permit me to move on to a more complex diagram. Okay, permit me to move to a more complex diagram. So this one is more complex than the one we've just done now. So shall we? We can start, Abby. Now, so let's practice this one now. Let's practice this. Okay, let's practice this. Good, good, good.
Yes.
Sorry, who is that? Someone is trying to say something. Is anyone talking? Okay, Audit, I'm gonna mute you. It's like you have a background. So Audit, I just muted you now. If you want to speak, or mute and speak. So thank you, Audit. So let's look at these ones now. Draw the network for the following problems. Draw the network for the following problems. We should draw the network for the following problems. I want you guys to see the full screen. So let me do one thing. Okay, now I think this is enough, Abby. So one is from the, let's draw now. So one is from the origin. So this is our origin. One is from the origin. So me, I will just draw my one like this. Okay, because that is from the origin. So I'll put one here. Now, hello. So 2, 3, 4, their preceding activity is 1. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Their preceding activity is what? Is 1. So if you check now, 2, 3, 4 now, they are offshoot of 1. So if I were you, I would just draw my 2 here. I call this one 2. Then I will also draw my 3 here. I call this one 3. Then I will draw my 4 here. I call this one 4. Okay, so 2, 3, 4 are the offshoot of 1. Now, number 5. Number 5 is coming from where? From 2. So this is my 2. Okay, this is my 2. Number 5 is coming from where? From 2. Okay, and there is nowhere we have 2 again here. This is a bus stop of 2. We don't have 2 again written anywhere. So I can easily say this should be my number 5. Okay, this should be my number what? Number 5. Okay, then number 6. Number 6 is coming from where? 3. Number 6 is coming from where? From 3. So if you check now, number 6 is coming from 3. And also, so this is where I have my 3. So I need to draw my number 6 from 3. So number 6 is coming from 3. So let's do it like this. Let's just put it somewhere here. We call it number 6 because it is coming from where? 3. Then your number 7 is coming from where? Number 7 preceding is 5. Okay, number 7 preceding is what? Is 5. So this is my 5 here. So I will just come here and put my number what? Number 7. I know we're going to join this thing together. So let's keep drawing. Let's keep drawing. Okay, I'll put my number 7 here. Then if you now check now, number 8 is coming from where? From 6. Number 8 is coming from where? 6. And also, there is a joint between 7 and 8. So this is 6. My 7 and 8 must also join. Look at number 9. Can you see number 9, please? Number 9 means 7 and 8 must join. So I cannot draw 8 separately. I must make my number 8 to go and kiss number 7 so that they will now give birth to number what? Number 9. So this will be my number 8. Then this 7 and 8 will now give birth to where? To number what? Number 9. Hello? Let me hold on here. Are you guys getting it? Okay. I need your confirmation. Are you getting it, guys? Is it clear? Is it clear? So why I did not draw my 8 separately is that they said that my 7 and 8 must give birth to number 9. So I have to make my 8 to go and meet 7. So both of them now give birth to what? Number 9. So guys, let me hold on first. Any question for me up to this point? Is it clear? Or should I repeat myself again? I need comment, please. Fast, fast, fast. Is it clear, or do you want me to repeat myself again?
It's clear from my side.
It is clear from your side. Thank you. Then number 10, is this one 3 or 8? What did they write here?
It's 3.
They said number 10 is coming from 3, Abi. So then we will now have 9, 10, 11. So number 10 is coming from 3. Number 10. So this number 10 now, it must go and meet number 9. Because we need to have 9, 10, 11. So this is my 3. Wow, I didn't draw it well ordinarily. So it will be a long one. So this is going to be my number 10 because it has to go and meet number 9. Because in the next one, I'm going to have 9, 10, and 11. Then look at number 11. Number 11 is 4. Is 4. So this 4 too must go to this place. Okay? I will have my number what? Number 4. Number 4 here. So if you check now, oh, not 4. Number what? Number
Number
11,
12.
Abi. No,
12
number
and
11.
11.
So if you check, I have number 9, 10, 11. So this 9, 10, 11 will now give birth to what? Number 12.
12.
Yeah, that's the end of the network. I have 9, 10, 11. Is this clear? Is this clear? Sorry, I'm not too neat with it, so
It's clear.
but is this is clear? So let me just explain it again, Abi. Let me explain it again. So number one is number 1 is coming from the origin, Abi. The number 2, 3, 4, they are from 1. So we have 2, 3, 4. And also, please note, the length of your network does not matter. You don't say the length measure the size. No, you can draw it as long as they are connected, they join together. No problem. The length doesn't matter at all. Okay, don't say this one is too long, this one is too short. No, as long as they are connected, what matters most is connection, is how connected they are. So I'm sure by the time we practice it, we should be able to determine the appropriate length or how to make sure that it is neat. You can see that my own is long, it's so long. So 2, 3, 4 is from 1, 2, 3, 4. Then number 5 is from where? 2. You see, 5 is from 2. Number 6 is from 3. You see, 6 is from 3. Then number 7 is from 5. So I have my 7 here from 5. Number 8 is from 6. So 6 is this one. So I drew my 8. But number 8 must meet number 7. Because both 7 and 8 will give birth to number 9, which is number 9 here. Then my number 10 must be 3. So this is 3. So you draw it to number 10. But know that 9, 10, 11 must meet. So 9, 10, 11 meet. 3 of them now give birth to 12. Okay. Now, let's take the B part of the questions now. You can see they say B part. Draw the network in question 1, except that activity A is preceded by 6 and 2. They said we should draw the network, but now our activity 8 is preceded by what? 6 and 2. 6 and 2. So that activity 8 now, we will add 2 to it. It won't be only 6. It will now be 6 and what? 2. So that is exactly what we need to do. Activity 8 is preceded by 6 and 2. So, my people, my recommendation is that please let us practice this. Okay? Let us practice this. Whatever thing I'm drawing, please try and redraw it again on your own. Try and redraw it on your own. It is very, very important. So let's take it again. They said activity 8. So please let me just take this question. I'll copy it again, paste it here. Now, they now said that draw, insert, or draw, where is it now? Draw 6 and 2. Okay, activity 8 is 6 and 2. So let's draw it again. Let's see the implication. Let's see the what? The implication. Okay, how it's going to look like now. Let's see the implication. So we have, okay, so as usual, hope I will draw it better now. We have 1 here. Okay, we have activity 1, which is our commencement. Okay, then we have 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be my 2. This is going to be my 3. This is going to be my 4. Okay, so 2, 3, 4 is from 1, Abi. Then we have 5 is from where? 2. 5 is from 2. So you have this. Oh, my hand is never straight. Then we have 6. 6 is from where? 3.
3.
Okay, 6 is from 3. So this is our 3. This is our 3. So 6. Let's just take 6 somewhere here. We have 6. Then they now said what? 7 is from where? 5.
5.
Okay. So this is 5. So I will just come here. 7. 7 is from 5. Then 8 is 2 and 6. Again, 2 and 6 will give birth to 8. Now, so this 6 now must go and meet 2. 2 and 6 will give birth to 8. So if you notice, if 6 go and meet 2, if 6, this 6 here meets 2, it will violate a rule, Abi. It will violate the rule that states that both network cannot start and end on the same activities, Abi. So if you now take this 6 to go and meet 2 here, it will violate that rule. So these 2 and 6 cannot meet. Why? Because both of them start from the same activity 1 here. They start from this activity 1. So 2 and 6 cannot meet. If it meets, what it means is that it will violate that rule number 4. So instead, what you will now do is that for 2 and 6, then you now need to draw a what? A dummy. Okay? You now need to draw a what? A dummy. For 2 and 6 now, these 2 and 6 cannot meet at all, at all. Yeah.
You said 2 and 6
Yeah.
start from the same
They
origin,
start from
Abi?
the same. See where they start from. This is where they start from. 2 of them are from here. You can see 2. You can see 6 is also same. So they are from the same.
No,
So
6 is
these 2 and 6.
6 is from 3.
Where is the 3 start from? 3 is from the origin. So it's the same pattern. They must be going forward, not backward or joining each other back. So that's what I'm saying. So 6 and 2 cannot meet. So what you will do now is that for this 6 and 2, you will just draw a dummy like this. This is dummy. Okay, draw a dummy for this. Then this will now give birth to your activity 8. So if you check, activity 8 and 7 must be together. So just draw your activity 8. Let it go and meet 7 here. Okay, so you have your activity 8 here. So 7 and 8 are together. They now give birth to what? To 9. Okay, 7 and 8 are together. They will give birth to what? To 9. 7 and 8 give birth to what? To 9. Then your 9 is from 3. So just follow the same pattern. 9 is from 3. So, 7 and 8 give birth to what? To 9. Then 10 is from 3. So this is 3. Just bring it down here. We call it 10. 10. Then 11 is from 4. This is 4 here. So just bring it. Oh, just bring it also here. Sorry, I'm drawing anything rubbish. Oh. This is so this 3 now give birth to what is known as what? 12. That's 9, 10, and 11. They all give birth to the last, which is what? 12. Which is 12. So I believe I've been able to draw it. So the only complexity here was this 2 and 6 that we have to use dummy for. Okay, we have to use dummy for 2 and 6. So I will still advise. Sorry, I'm using what's it called? Microsoft Paint. That is why my network seems not to be so straight. I'm just trying to use my hand to draw it. So please, I'm not an artist, I'm an accountant, but I'm trying to use my hand to just sketch it for you. But I will advise everybody to kindly solve this thing on our own. Let's try and draw this thing on our own at home. Okay, just follow the principle. Thank God I'm recording it. So tonight basically is for me to show you the skill how to draw networking. That is exactly what we are discussing tonight. When we meet again next week Monday, we will work on those forward parts, backward parts, critical parts, all those ones. Those are the things we are focusing on Monday before we now wrap it up on Friday next week. Then we'll prepare for Dr. Jobo's test on Saturday. So that's exactly what I'm trying to teach tonight, how to draw. So we've been drawing now. Let's draw more. Let's draw more. So this is the next one that I want to draw. So once I'm able to draw this now, then I will now draw Dr. Ojobo's class question. The one is draw for us in the class. I will draw it. So at least by the time you practice all this nonsense that I have been drawing, by the time you practice my nonsense, you now practice Ojobo, you should not have problem again with networking drawing. Because all this your forward part, backward part, critical part, earliest start time, latest finish time, those ones are very simple. You must know how to draw first. If you draw nonsense, all those ones they are nonsense because you are going to score 0. So the most important thing to know is how to draw. Draw. Once you know how to draw, 60% of your problem is solved in networking. Once you know how to draw, 60% of your problem is solved. The remaining 40% is how to calculate all those formulas, which is very, very easy. So that's why I'm trying to focus more on drawing tonight. Okay? So please just follow me the way I'm explaining. Now let's draw this one. So this one too is very complicated. So if you notice, I am moving from simple, harder, hardest. I don't know, maybe this one will be harder or hardest, I don't know. But this one too is tougher than the one we just solved now. So, but no, Lily, let's solve it together. Because I actually practice all this thing in the afternoon before coming here to teach. I practice them on my own too. So we have the starting point here, 0 starting point. So this A is from the origin and B is also from the origin. So we have A from the origin. I call it A. Then we also have B from the origin. Okay, just know what I'm drawing short. Then C, D, E. All of them are from A. C is from A. D is from A. And E is from A. Now, look up. Sorry, why did I say look up? Sorry. So if you check now, C is from A. But where does C end? C still connects with F, G, and H. So you cannot throw C. C is still connected with F, G, and what? H. Then if you check the next one now, D. D is connected with what? B and D. Hello, guys. Are you following me, please? Can you unmute? Let me hear one or two people talk.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Thank
getting
you.
interesting.
Thank you. Thank you. It's getting interesting. God bless you. So they said that C is A, and C gave birth to FGH. So since C has plenty children, I will advise you, don't let C be far away. Let C be in between. So if I were you, I'll put my C here because C will still give birth to so many children. So I will put my own C here because C will give birth to so many children too. Now look at D. D give birth to what? A, A gave birth to D. But if you now check now, D and B must be together. Okay? D and B must be what? Together. So what I will just do is that this is my A. You know, A gave birth to what? To D. But D and B must be together. So I will just draw it here. Okay? This is B. So I'll call this my D. So now what I have here is DB. This is my DB. Remember, my DB will give birth to what? To my J. So let me just say this invariably is going to be my J. Okay, this is going to be my what? My J. Why? Because my DB gave birth to what? To J. Okay, so you can see that I'm even trying to use a
Sorry,
shortcut
oh.
now. Yeah. Now let's move on now. E. E. A also gave birth to what? To E. Okay. A also gave birth to what? To E. A gave birth to what? E. So, let me put my E. Let me just put it somewhere here. So I have my E here. E. A also gave birth to what? To E. This is my E. K, you wanted to ask me a question. Ask, please. K. Hello, K.
The other one that you drew was that. So like this D now that is coming back to meet B. Don't mean that we're going
Okay.
to use like the other one.
No. The two of them, they did not start from the same activity. Now you can see B is from the origin. Why? This one is from A, and they gave birth to J immediately. So BD gave birth to what? To J. Look at it here. That your BD gave birth to your what? Your J. So one is from the origin, while the other one is from the preceding activity. So they gave birth to what? To J. A new set of activity entirely. So that's what I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
They gave birth to a new set of what? Activity, which is J. Now I stop at E. Now let's look at F. F is from C. F is from C. Okay. If you now check now, okay, I think F, no F again. F and J must meet, Abby. F is from C, but F must meet with J. Look at it. F is from where? From C. But if you now check here, F and J must meet. So which means that if I drill my F, it must meet my J here. So I'll call this my F. Now, this your F and J will give birth to what? To K. So I can say this is my K. This your F and J. When they meet, they will give birth to what is known as what? K. So let me call this my K. Okay, F and J, they must now. Oh, sorry. You know when Ojobo was solving it, as he was treating it, it was ticking. I should be ticking too. So this is done. This is done. This is done. We are done with this. I should be ticking as well. This is done. This is also done. Now, G, when he was teaching us, as he was drawing those things, he was ticking them one by one so that he will not be confused. Now, the next thing now is G. G is from where? C. Okay, G is from where? C. Now, you can see my G is from C. If you now check, my G must be on the same pattern with E, H, G, and K. E, H, E, I have my E here. I don't have my H yet. I have my K. I have my G too. I don't have. So temporarily, just draw your G. Let your G just be somewhere in between here, first of all. So this, I'll call it my G. Okay, I'll call this my what? My G. Now, the next thing is H. H is also from C. Okay, H is from where? From C. H is from C. But H and E, they are together. You can see in M, H and E are together. So if this is my C now, I must make this to meet my E. This is my E. So I must make it meet my E, and I'll call it my H. So this is going to be my H, because if you look at these activities now, E and H must be together. E and H must be together. Then they will now give birth to what? They will give birth to M. So they will give birth to hem. So this is my hem. So my hem is done now. So this E and H they will give birth to hem. Okay? So they will give birth to hem. So another thing I will do is this. In the class platform, the actual solution, how it was drawn, my own looks so rough. I will paste how the network diagram was drawn. It is the same thing as my own, but my own looks so rough, so that when you are practicing, you can use that one. In case my own looks so rough to you, you can use the exact solution to compare, but it's still the same thing as what we are drawing, right? It's the same thing. Nothing spoils here. Okay, we have drawn G, is from C. We have done G. So, but you can use that one to practice too. H also, we have done H as well, right? We have done H. So what is left now? L. L. So L is from where? So now we need to draw L. So for us to be able to draw L now, we need 4 activity. We need activity E, which is, this is activity E. We need activity H. Where is activity H? Activity E and H are here. Okay, these are E and H. No wahala. This is E and H. E and H are here. Okay. Then we also need G. This is G. This is activity G. Okay. E and H, G. Then we need activity K. Now, see, I cannot, ordinarily, I'm supposed to take my G up here. Okay, let me draw it. I'm supposed to take my G up like this, Abby. My G was supposed to go like this to meet this. But if I do this now, I am violating rule number 4. Okay, which is no activity can start and finish together. So what I will do is that I will just use dummy to connect E and H with G. So I will use dummy to connect these two together. Okay, so when I use dummy to connect that together, so when I use dummy to connect this together, this is my K. So I have to bring my K. So when I use dummy to connect these two together, so now I have, so what I'm looking for basically is my L. What I'm looking for is my L. And you know my L is EHGK. Now, this is my EH. This is my EH. Whatever thing I am circling now is my EH, right? Then this is my G. So here now is G. So because I have used dummy to connect my EHG now, so this represents my EHG. The only thing that I've not done is my K. So this is my K. So I'm going to bring my K to meet EFG like this. So when my K meets this now, then I can now form my L. Okay, so this represents my L. This is my what? L. Okay, remember that EH, whatever you have here that I am shading now, this thing that I'm shading is my EA, right? Then what I have here is my G, but I need EHG. So, but I cannot draw my G to match my EH. It will violate the networking rule. So that was why I used dummy to connect my EH with G. Okay, then K2, we have to come and meet them here. Then you form your L. So when you have your L like this now, then they now say that so I'm done with this. My L and M will give birth to what? To my N. My M and L will give birth to M. So just join these two together. Okay, join these together. This is my L and M must meet up with, no, hold on, hold on. So this L is supposed to
We
meet M
draw the
here.
L to meet the
It's
M.
It's supposed to meet the hem. God bless you, bro. You get it. You get it. You get it. Then this is my hell, Abby. Then these two now will now give birth to hen, and that is the end of the drawing. It will give birth to hen. So, like I said, I will paste the actual diagram on the platform, but this one I've just done now is to explain it for us in a narrative format. But in case my diagram looks so rough, please, you can use the actual diagram itself to practice. Babajide, BBM, please unmute and speak, BBM.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just want to clarify something. Okay, so there's this diagram down that you left unlabeled. Can you scroll
Which one?
up a little bit? The one connecting K, like after K, then the one that went up. It is not
You mean?
labeled. Yeah, that
Oh,
one that you're opening over.
no. The
You didn't have
problem is that it is the K that's supposed to went up. Now me no doing well. Sorry. Thank you.
okay.
See,
Can
this
we
is how it
just
should be.
do this then? So K will just go up there straight up.
It is a K that's supposed to meet them. You are right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's a very good one. Oh. So K supposed to come here like this. This is K. Okay. So please, with this recorded version, and I will drop the original solution as well, original diagram. So please compare it and try and understand. So please, any further questions on this diagram? I don't think Dr. Ojobo's question will be as tougher than this one we've just solved now. I don't think he will say something more difficult than this. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. So now that we have done the very, very hard one, before I have one more to do before we close tonight. I want us to draw Dr. Ojobo's diagram, the one that he drew for us in the class. So let's do that before we end it, so that I will know that I'm done with all the drawings tonight. Next class, we're only discussing the calculation, all these forward parts, backward parts, that is what we are discussing in next class. So please permit me to quickly draw Dr. Ojogbo before we call it an evening today. So let's draw, this is a class one. Let's quickly draw this class one, then we end the class tonight. So I will drop the link for the recorded versions tomorrow morning. You can download it and watch it again. Then all the nonsense that I've drawn
You are
tonight, I will
becoming an
also,
artist.
you said what? You
I
said
say you are
what?
becoming an artist.
How? You mean what I'm doing, Abi?
You say you want to
Wait, I'm
draw.
just
You
drawing.
say you want to draw Doctor Ojobo. You say you want to
I'm
draw
not drawing.
Ojobo.
No. The question is, what I mean is that what he did for us in the class, I want to draw it again.
I
I'm drawing his
understand.
question. I'm
I'm
not
not
drawing
saying
himself.
I'm.
No, I know it's a joke
Eh,
now,
eh.
bro. I know. I get it. I get it. Okay. Now let's solve the class on before we call it our evening. So we have our origin, Abi. This is our origin. So I need to go up now. So if you check now, my A and B are from the origin. Okay. My A and B are from the origin. So I have my A here. Then I have my what? My B here. Okay. A and B are from the origin. Then my C is from A and my D is from B. So my C is from A, my D is from B. So this is my A. I will have my what? My C here. Then this is my B. Then I will have my what? My D. My D is here, Abi. Now let's look at what's in this. Then my E is AD. So A and D will give birth to my what? My E. A and D must give birth to what? To my E. So let me check now. This is my A. Wait, so A, B. Which one is C? Which one is D here? C is from A and D is from B. So this one is C. And this one is what? D. Then I said my what? My A and D will give birth to what? E. Abi? So this A and D will give birth to what? To E. So A and D will give birth to E. So this is my A, Abi. This is my D. A and D will give birth to E. Just hold on. Oh. I'm checking. So this is my A, B, C, D. Then A and D will give birth to E. So this is my D. A and D give birth to E. Could it be like this? Then we have our E. Am I correct like this or something? Okay, I think it was supposed to be like this. Then doctor now said that when it comes like this, then you have violated the network rules. So you cannot draw it like this. You have violated the network's rules. So what we now did in class was we now use a dummy. So instead of drawing it like this, what we did was to now use a dummy to connect A with D. So it was a dummy that we used in connecting A with D. I remember it was a dummy that was used to connect A to D, because if you join A and D like that, you have violated rule number 4 of networking. So it was a dummy that we used in connecting A with D. Okay, then what's the next one? So this one's now is a dummy that used in connecting A with D. So let's see what is next now. Then B is our F. Your B is your F is from B. F is from B. So that one is very simple. But if your F is from B, then what is the preceding activity for F? You have your CE. You have your CE. Your CE. Your CE. So what is our E first? So what it means is that this is our, we have your
Okay.
CE. Yes, please.
I had to draw E,
You said what?
the arrow for. I had to draw the E,
No,
the arrow for E.
No, E is going to C now. This is how it's going to be because C, E, F are together. So this is going to be your E. So you have your C and E. So it is the F we are trying to figure out now. So they now said that your F is from your B. So, and you have C, E, F. So what it means is that you have to take this one up to here, like this. Then you have your F. So now we have completed our C, E. You can see we have completed our CEF. Then CEF will now give birth to G. This CEF will give birth to what? To G. Then G will now give birth to H. G will now give birth to H. My hand may not be straight, but this is how it is. It will now give birth to H. So this is the end of the diagram. So the most important thing is that you must connect your CEF together. So that was the essence of this thing that we did there, CEF. But this one was CFE, but don't worry. CEF must have an intersection. Then they will now give birth to G. Then your G will give birth to H. So this was the questions that was solved for us in the class. So any questions for me? Any question? Any question? I think so. That's just the end of the diagram I want to solve tonight. So let me stop my recording so that I'll save the space. Then it won't be too long. Then we can discuss Q&A. So officially, I've stopped the recording now. So any question on what we have done tonight? So what I've just done tonight is to try and